Welcome back, students. Today we are going to discuss Unit 4 Organism and Environment, and it is related to Biodiversity and Conservation Part 2. Okay, so let's begin with the topic. Yes, before we start the main content, I would like to inform that the images used in our slides are for education purpose only. We respect intellectual property right of the original creator and owner of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this PPT, have any concern, any issue, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. In this particular video lecture, we are mainly focusing on these points: IUCN Red List, causes of biodiversity loss, okay, the evil quartet, biodiversity conservation, in situ conservation, and ex situ conservation. So, loss of biodiversity. Biodiversity term means bio means life, diversity means variation, variation in life forms, different type forms. In last lecture we have discussed various type of biodiversity like genetic diversity, species diversity, ecosystem diversity, okay, and what is the global scenario. Okay, right now in this particular video lecture, let's discuss about the loss of biodiversity. What type of species comes under extinct category, and what we can do to protect our biodiversity present on our planet. Okay, so loss of biodiversity means species loss. Okay, species loss, and this species loss is continue uninhabitable, primarily due to human activities. Okay, because because of the development, urbanization, and the human need, continuously human just cut down the plants, deforestation occur in a very fast way. So because of these reason, because human need agriculture land, because human need some kind of land for their for industries and other development purpose. So because of this reason, species continuously loss, and as you can see in this particular graph, since 2005, this 2005 to 2020, you can see there are different colors is denoted different area like navy blue boreal, then temperate, then subtropical and tropical. From 2005 to 2020, you can see increased deforestation occur mainly in tropical area. Mainly in tropical area. Okay, so why? Because of the human need, mainly because of the human need, human activities. Because human colonization of tropical Pacific island lead to the extinction over 2000 native bird species. This is a very good example you can learn. Because human colonization of tropical Pacific island lead to extinction of over 2000 native bird species. And it's a huge number. Okay, now let's discuss the IUCN Red List of 2004. It's a very old data, but this data is present in your NCERT book, so we have to learn this. Okay, so according to this document, the extinction number of total species is 784, and out of this 784, 338 vertebrates, 359 invertebrates, and then 87 only plants in last 500 years. Okay, as you can see in this particular chart, maximum number of vertebrates, okay, 360, around 360 or 359, and invertebrates, maximum number of birds are under extinct category. Okay, followed by fish and then mammals. Similarly, in insecticides, maximum number of mollusks comes under extinct category, followed by insects. In plants also, maximum number of dicot, 98, plants belong to dicot category, has been under this extinct category, right? And in protist, only one red algae. So this is the documentation of 2004 IUCN data red list. Okay. While in recent extinction include dodo bird, it is a type of bird present in the Mauritius. Recently, this bird is extinct from this area, Mauritius. Then quagga, which is an animal present in the Africa, followed by thylacine. This one is present in the Australia region. Then stellar sea cow, which is a type of fish present in the Russia. And 3 tiger subspecies, not species, subspecies. Okay, Bali, Javan, and Caspian. Okay, these have been disappeared. So in last 20 years, almost 27 species has been disappeared. Okay, more than 15,500 species are currently, means according to 2004 data, are threatened with extinction. Okay, 12% of total bird species, 23% of to all mammal species, 32 of all amphibian species. Okay, and then gymnosperm 31. So we have to, if we move from the bird to amphibia type, bird, first of all, bird. Okay, 12%, we have to learn this. Okay, if we add 1 and 1 in both side, then this is 2 and 3, then followed by 23, and just reverse the number, means 32 amphibian. This is how you can learn the data. Okay, so you should start from bird. Okay, 12% bird, followed by 23, and then 32, and the last plants, and in plants gymnosperm 31%. Okay, and this is the recent data, 2024 data. This one is the recent data, and according to this data, more than 45,300 species are threatened with extinction. Okay, in which maximum number occur in amphibian category, that is 41%. This 41%, followed by mammals 26%, and then bird. Okay, and in plants, similar, gymnosperm or conifer, that but number is increased from 31 to 34. So this is the latest data, 2024 data. Okay, now historical context. In historical context, if we compare historical context, 5 mass restriction already occur before human existence. Okay, as evident by fossil record. Before human existence, already 5 mass extinctions event already occur. But this ongoing 6th extinction is very, very fast, 1,000 times faster than before, 100 to 1,000 times faster than before, means pre-human time, because of the human activities, various human activities. If current trend continue, then nearly half of all the species could be extinct within 100 years. So we have to conserve it. We have to think very seriously about it to conserve our biodiversity, because we are totally dependent on our environment. Okay, so let's see what are the consequences of biodiversity. First, if biodiversity loss occur, it will decline the plant production. If plant will not there, then what type of thing lowering the resistance to various kind of environmental stress, environmental disturbance present on the lithosphere, like drought, like flood, plant mainly resist different type of drought condition, flood condition, soil erosion. Okay, so what type of organism are mainly responsible for lowering this type of environmental disturbance? because continuously if deforestation is going on in the similar way, very soon it will decrease the number of plants or forests present on the earth in a very significant number, which ultimately lowering resistance to environmental disturbance. Okay, so increase variability in ecosystem like plant productivity, water used, pest and disease cycle is very important. So what are the causes of biodiversity loss? The accelerated rate of species extinction today are largely due to human activity, and mainly for human activity, which is referred to the evil quadrate form, which is referred to as the evil quadrate. What are those evil quadrate? First one is habitat loss and fragmentation. Second, over exploitation of any species. Third, co-extinction. If one kind of plant or animal is extinct, the type of parasite of type of animal dependent on that particular plant or animal will also get extinct. That is known as co-extinct. And the fourth one is alien species invasion. Okay, one by one, let's understand all these four terms. So first term is habitat loss and fragmentation. Primarily, habitat loss and fragmentation is the primary cause. This is the primary cause of any species extinction occur in a given area. As you know, in our globe, this tropical rainforest once upon a time cover over 14% of earth land. Huge area comes under this tropical rainforest, but now it cover only 6% and continue to shrink rapidly. Why? Because that particular rainforest area is cleared by the human for its own agriculture point of view, for their cattle raising purpose. Okay, so this one is the primary cause. Okay, and some animals have habited to continuously move on in a particular area. If their particular habit, if this is a area of jungle, okay, and this one is cut from this side and this side, and some urbanization or agriculture production start, then an animal which is require whole area to move, they also, what will happen? They are now, if this area is cut, they are now not able to move, so they get extinct. Okay, so habitat destruction is this is one of the reason. Fragmentation, which I call you, this is an area, if it will get fragmented into 2 or 3 part, then those area those are having the tendency to roaming around in a particular area, they suddenly, if that much area is not available for them for their roaring purpose, for their movement purpose, they also get extinct. Okay, another habit destruction due to the pollution also threaten the species. Okay, this fragmentation, this just now I told you, this fragmentation of large habitat, this also affect species requiring large territory. Yes, this is the right term, large territory. Some kind of animal require large territory, and those with migratory habits, seasonal migratory habits, leading to population decline if fragmentation occur in a particular zone. Okay, so all those animal affect because of this fragmentation. Second is over exploitation. Human greed to lead to over exploitation of some natural resources lies stellar sea cow. This is the picture of stellar sea cow, and this is the picture of passenger pigeon. These were extinct because of the over exploitation. Okay, similarly, many marine fishes population are currently over harvested, endangering commercially important species as well. Okay, Third reason is alien species invasion. Means introduction of any alien species can become invasive, causing decline or extinction of indigenous species. Indigenous species like Nile perch, Nile perch in Lake Victoria lead to the extinction of over 200 cyclid fishes, over 200 cyclid fishes because of the Nile perch. Because of this foreign invader or alien species, more than 200 this cyclid fishes get extinct. Similarly, some other in plants also Parthenium, which is also known as carrot grass. This Parthenium comes with the wheat from other grasses. When we export wheat variety from Western countries, this grass also come along with the wheat. Okay, this also act as an invasive species. Similarly, lantana, another type of plant. Similarly, water hyacinth, which is also brought from the Western countries because of its beautiful purple flower and decorative form. It grows so faster in the pond and lake that it utilizes almost all the dissolved oxygen and other essential things, nutrition for their own growth, because it is very rapidly growing type of variety of plant, water plant, right? So there is no oxygen is available for other animal and plant present in that particular water body, whether it is lake or pond. Okay, so this is again Icornia or water hyacinth also comes under alien species invasion. Okay, similarly, this African catfish. Okay, also this African catfish also threatened native species. So these are some examples of alien species which are the main cause to decline the indigenous species of that particular area. And the fourth evil is co-extinction, means extinction of one species. Extinction of one species lead to the extinction of other species dependent on it. Like extinction of host fish lead to the extinction of unique parasite present on this fish body. Okay. Similarly, co-evolved plant pollinator mutualism also suffer co-extinct. If a single type of insect is mainly responsible for the pollination of pollen grains of a specific type of flower, if that insect get extinct, that type of flower or that type of plant also get extinct. So these are certain examples of co-extinction. Okay, now biodiversity conservation. So as we learn till now, these are the certain reason because of the human activities. Continuously biodiversity loss occur on our in our particular globe, right? In our in mainly in tropical area also. But we have to conserve our biodiversity. Why we have to conserve? Because of these reasons. First one is the narrowing utility purpose. Second, broadly utility purpose. Then ethical. First, narrowing utility. If we look on narrowing utilization, then economic benefit. We have so many economic benefits because of these bioresources. Like this, nature provide us food, nature provide us firewood, fiber, construction material, industrial products, certain kind of medicine. And in medicine also, over almost 25% of global drug are plant derived. Okay, 25,000 plant species are used, and it's a huge amount of plant species. These 25,000 type of plant species are used for traditional medicine with more potential discovery in tropical rainforest. That's why we have to conserve our nature, our biodiversity, right? Bioprospecting means rich biodiversity offer vast potential for discovery, economically valuable products also, right? Now broadly, if we look broadly, then this ecosystem provide us important thing like oxygen, which is essential for our survival. And you get surprised that this Amazon rainforest, only this particular area, give 20% of earth oxygen, and it's a huge number, right? And similarly, pollination is all done by different type of bees, birds and bats. If these are not there, then what kind of insects are there to help in pollination and cross pollination properties, and what kind of, how fertilization occur, how we will get different type of fruits and vegetables, right? So intangible benefits, if we look at intangible benefits, nature provide aesthetic pleasure. Yes, it will provide our mental well-being, like enjoying walk, flowering, bird songs, trekking, and all these things. So this is for these benefits also, we have to conserve our biodiversity, our nature. And third, ethical point of view, intrinsic value. Like we have to learn that every species has intrinsic worth, regardless the economic utility. Okay, it's our moral duty to have, to secure it and to preserve it. Okay, this is our biological legacy for future generation, right? So how do we conserve biodiversity? There are two different manner: in situ conservation and ex situ conservation. In situ means on site. In situ means on site. Okay, in situ means on site, means protecting entire ecosystem to preserve biodiversity at all level. Saving forest to save tiger. Saving forest to save tiger. Protecting entire ecosystem to preserve biodiversity at all level. Okay, biodiversity hotspots. What is hotspots? These hotspots are the region with high species richness. High species richness. Hotspots means high species richness and endemism. These are critical for protecting. Initially 25 hotspots are identified, but right now number has increased to 34. Okay, as you can see in this particular picture, 34 areas are mentioned as a hotspot, biological hotspots. And in our country, this Western Ghat to this Northeast Indo-Burman region and this Himalayan belt are comes under this category. Okay, so these three, Western Ghat, as you can see in the just now you have seen in the map, Western Ghat and Sri Lanka, Indo-Burman and Himalaya. Okay, so three hotspots are present in the our country. Okay, this hotspots cover less than 2% of earthland, but it contain high species diversity. Okay, so protecting hotspot could reduce mass destruction by 30%. Okay, so we have to preserve these hotspots. Okay, now if we look at this map, then you can see some protected land present in the India. Okay, these are certain kind of biosphere reserve which are present in the India. In India, 14 biosphere reserve are there, like Nanda Devi, Amalkant, Panna, Greater Run of Kutch, Nilgiri, Gulf of Munnar, okay, Panchmani, this Simplipal National Park, Sundarban, Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, Kanchenjunga, Dihanga, Dibang. So these are Greater Nicobar. Okay, so these are the certain biosphere reserve, mainly 14 present in the India. Okay, followed by national park. A number of national park is comparatively more, that is 90. And then wildlife sanctuary, 448. Now you can see the number of wildlife sanctuary is more, 448 means here only This area is mainly um, designated to protect the animal wildlife sanctuary, followed by national park. National park, protection of animal as well as plant occur. Just avoid any kind of industrial activity, any kind of human interference is not permitted in this particular national park. But this biosphere reserve are the big area wise. So we can say that national park and wildlife sanctuary may become a part of this biosphere reserve. This one is the bigger area. Okay, so in this biosphere reserve, both national park and wildlife sanctuary can be uh, incorporated. We can, but these are the some different type of area. As this one is the huge area, so number is less. This one is big number, so number is area is small. This one national park is comparatively in between. So like this. Okay. Now the ex situ conservation. So in situ means on site, on that particular area where normally plantation or an wildlife is situated in their natural form. Okay, now ex situ conservation means off site. Off site. Okay, so protecting endangered species by removing them from their natural habitat. If number of that particular endangered species get declined so much, then sometime just remove that type of species from that particular area and um, from their natural habitat and placing them in a controlled environment. Okay, like zoo, like zoological park, which is man-made but providing all kind of natural beauties and all type of natural things, so that that particular endangered species feel comfortable in that particular area, and that is under controlled monitoring of veterinarians and all the wildlife specialists. Okay, so ex situ conservation. So protecting endangered species by removing them from the natural habitat and placing them in the controlled environment. Clear? Like there are certain example like zoological park. Park are present in the urban area. So this is the example of ex situ conservation. Botanical garden. Garden are present in the urban area, right? So ex situ conservation. Wildlife safari, park safari. Tata safari is a type of car, and car mainly present in the urban area, right? So these are the examples. So you can now analyze, differentiate zoological park or biosphere reserve, whether it belong to ex situ or in situ. Okay, so if certain kind of things like zoo, park, garden, safari are associated with the word, you can very quickly analyze that this particular term belong to ex situ conservation. Okay, now advanced techniques. Okay, so in advanced techniques for ex situ conservation, one can conserve gametes or seeds of different type of plants under cryopreservation, like 198 degrees centigrade in liquid nitrogen, deep freezer, in vitro fertilization, tissue culture, propagation of a plant under controlled environment. This is the picture of tissue culture. Okay, so these are certain advanced techniques with the help of which we can conserve different gamete type, sperm also, ova also, different seed type, seed bank. Yes, it is mentioned over here. For genetic strain of different plant, we can conserve using these advanced techniques. There are certain secret groups also, some type of tribes which are normally present in various location of India, like in Meghalaya, Khasi and Jaintia hills, and Arabari hills of Rajasthan, in Western Ghat, Karnataka, Maharashtra. Okay, Sarguja, Chanda, Bastar. These are the area and certain tribal. These are certain tribal areas in which those people actually very much devoted towards their environment, towards their jungle, and they recognize that jungle and the environment as their mother. Okay, so they are very much devoted towards their surroundings. Okay. Apart from this, global efforts are also done time to time, like in 1992. This one is actually mentioned in your NCERT book. There was a convention held on biological diversity, and it was called the Global Measure to Conserve Biodiversity and Use Its Sustainability. Similarly, another World Summit on Sustainable Development was also performed in 2002, in which 190 countries has been participated, and those countries committed themselves to significantly reduce biodiversity loss by 2010. So this is all about the today's video lecture related to biodiversity chapter. Now this chapter has been finished. I hope most of the things has been cleared now. Still you have any query, any doubt related to this topic, please let me know. We will discuss it later on. Till then, take care, bye bye, and keep learning. Namaskar.